Let's be honest, being a freelance is fucking scary. Most people go to work every single day and they know how long it will take them to get to work. They know how long it will take them to get back home. They know who will they see. They know when their meetings will be. As a freelance, I have no idea if I'll be working tomorrow, let alone next week or next month. So managing this uncertainty is crazy. And on top of that, what's more scary is not having any paid work. So how do you manage this downtime? The first question that always comes to mind is, what should I be doing? Should I be picking up new skills? Should I be learning new tools? Should I be getting in touch with old clients, with new clients, networking, doing side projects? What should I be doing? The first thing that I want you to know is that these feelings are completely normal. It is normal to have downtime and it is normal to feel like that. It is kind of the beauty of being a freelance, although it's not really beautiful. There is a sense of living in the extremes, having overwhelming amounts of work, or all of a sudden having absolutely nothing to do. And this actually happened to me this year. From February till July, I was back-to-back booked with loads of projects. They were super exciting, I was incredibly busy, and all of a sudden, from one week to the other, absolutely nothing. And this didn't last a couple of weeks, this lasted 4 months. So I had nothing to do for 4 months. And that is super scary, that is challenging, and that is very, very stressful. But I've been doing this for a few years and I know that work comes in cycles. And especially for me, these low periods of time are around summer. So I knew that I had to be prepared. And talking about being prepared, there are a few things that I do every time that I know a project is coming to an end or when I have a period of no paid work. So the first thing that I do is I set up a routine. Well, no, I don't set up a routine. I just continue doing the routine that I was doing while I was working. So I wake up early, I get dressed, I do my morning routine, get breakfast, go for a walk with my dog, work out, and when it's time to work, I go to my computer. It's very easy to confuse downtime with holidays, and that has happened to me in the past. As soon as a project would finish, I would do nothing, I would lay on the sofa, watch movies, and then as soon as a new project would come up, I would go crazy because I wasn't in the right mindset. I was literally coming back from holidays. So because the objective at the end is to find a new project, I need to keep myself in the momentum and not turn off my brain. This way I keep in the right mindset, so as soon as a new project comes up, I am ready. The second thing that I do, and this is specifically about what I do on those working hours, is that I prepare myself. I get all my marketing materials ready so that everyone knows that I am available. I update my portfolio, I update my LinkedIn, I post that I'm open to work and I'm looking for new projects. I get in touch with all clients that I've already worked with in case they have opportunities coming up. And I basically look for work where I found it before. The other thing that I do is I connect with new people. This is something that I do quite regularly, even when I'm working, and it is quite important to me. I get in touch with companies that I've never worked with or with people that I admire. I ask them for 15-20 minutes of their time to introduce myself, to tell them about my skills, and to tell them that I'm available to work. Not only is it a great way to network with people in your field, but it's also perfect to meet new people, and that's always great. The other thing that I do, and this is quite a big topic for me, is about side projects. Now, in the past, I've had some free time, and I would be so obsessed with using this time for a side project. Something that would showcase my skills, something that would promote me as a freelance. But to be honest, I can't push creativity. I've tried it, it doesn't work. I would get into these loops of opening loads of tabs on Dribbble, on Pinterest, trying to mimic someone else's portfolio, and it just doesn't work for me. However, I still want to keep myself busy. I still want to use my creative skills. So instead of focusing on big side projects that, in full honesty, would take weeks or months, I take small creative exercises that I know I can finish in half day or maybe a full day. I have my Notion creative dump with loads of ideas that I know I can do and that will be useful to pick up new skills or to improve the ones that I already have. And when I want to focus on side projects, I know they have to be projects that I can continue doing even when I'm working. However, there are other skills that are quite important for me and that I still want to improve when I have downtime. And these are teaching and public speaking. So I use content creation, videos like this, or short form videos on other platforms to improve these skills that are also relevant for me. So when I have downtime, I use it to record videos, to prepare classes, and just to take these skills and use them. So related to this, for me, it is quite important as well to stay updated with the industry, to know which tools are out there or are coming up, to learn new skills that will be relevant for me in the future, and using this time to kind of take things that I've been wanting to learn for a long time and learn it, it is essential. And finally, and this is the most important thing that I do and that I think you should do if you find yourself in this situation, is to stay calm. It's super easy to say this because when you are working, you don't realize what it takes for you to not work and to get in that uncertainty and challenging times of having no work and not knowing when you will be working. So I fully understand that just saying stay calm is not useful. However, it is super important for you to find things that will keep you stable, because at the end of the day, that's what we have to find: stability, or at least in my case, that is very important. As I've said in the beginning, you won't know if you'll be working tomorrow, next week, or next month. And it is very difficult to keep that stability and to keep yourself sane if you don't know if you'll be working. I'm completely aware that we are structuring our lives around work. And as freelancers, we might not have that to hold on to as other people who work full-time have. So at least for me, it is very important that I keep doing things that will bring stability into my life as if I was working. Of course, if I finish the project that has lasted 6 months, I will take a couple of weeks off, maybe a month, and I will do proper holidays. But if my goal is to find a job, I can't be on holidays all the time. I need to keep the right mindset, do things that will bring me peace and quiet. I'm fully aware that everyone has their own circumstances and their own situation, so these tips might not work for you. However, if there's something that I want you to take from this video, is that these situations are completely normal, and however you're feeling, it is completely normal as well, and anyone could understand. I hope this video has been useful, or maybe has brought a new point of view into your situation. And if you've enjoyed it, like, subscribe, the usual YouTube stuff, and I'll see you on the next one.